to have an appointment with adventure, starring Margaret Phillips and Roy Dean.
The Germany of September 1937 was a Germany filled with hatred and fear. Each day was bringing the nation closer to war, a war that would surely envelop my own country as well. I knew that, but I stayed on in Germany because my job kept me there. Dictates of fashion determine the manner of wearing one's hair. There, Mrs. Hefner, now you try.
Dictates of fashion determine the manner of wearing one's hair.
Oh, excellent, Mrs. Hefner. Your English is improving tremendously. Now, gracious, it's 5 o'clock already. I'm afraid that will be all for today, Mrs. Hefner.
Oh, 5 minutes more, Mrs. McClare. I'm doing so well.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Hefner, but it's Friday and I have some shopping to do. Monday at the same time?
Yeah.
There. We'll take half an hour longer on Monday, I promise you.
Miss McClare, are you sure you will not be able to come to dinner Saturday night?
Oh, I appreciate your invitation, Mrs. Hefner. Please believe that I do, but I have so many lessons to prepare and so much correspondence. Someday I'll get caught up and then I'd be delighted to come.
All right, Monday then.
Yes, Monday. Goodbye. Who is it?
Hans.
Hello,
darling.
Oh, it's been such a long time.
Was last night so long?
Oh, a million years or more. Come, I have the rest of the afternoon off. What shall we do with it?
Oh, I can't.
Why not? You're dressed to go out. You're not expecting any more pupils,
I have
are
an
you?
appointment with the hairdresser.
Then cancel it.
Oh, Hans, darling, I love you and I'd like to, but I'd never get another appointment and I can't be late.
Well, who's more important, your hairdresser or me?
Well, at the moment, my hairdresser. Oh, please, Hans, darling, I have to go.
Tomorrow?
All right. Tomorrow.
Natalie.
Tomorrow. It was Friday, and I had my usual appointment at a cafe on the Wilhelmplatz. Not with a hairdresser, but with a certain Mr. Karl Freilich. Coffee, please. Thank you.
Waiter, may I have a cup of coffee?
Pardon me, are these seats taken?
No, ma'am.
Thank you.
Very far?
Only to the next stop.
We're moving.
Here.
Any trouble?
No. I'm always glad when it's over.
To be perfectly frank, so am I.
Harry!
What's wrong?
The handkerchief. Freddie and I have a danger signal for a moment. Oh, isn't that ridiculous?
What's wrong, Natalie?
Nothing. Really?
Come on, Natalie. What's worrying you? Nerves?
No. It's a man. His name is Hans Linger. I'm in love with him.
In love?
Very much so.
Don't make things easy for yourself, falling in love with a German. What's his job?
He's a newspaper man. Harry, what shall I do? I'm spending too much time with Hans. People see us together. It's not fair to him. If I were caught, he'd automatically fall under suspicion.
Are you sure it's just a newspaper man, nothing else?
Oh, yes.
Here's the station.
Oh, I'd like to ride to the next stop. It isn't very far.
All right.
First time in 4 years I've ridden past this stop. Harry, he's asked me to marry him. I haven't given him an answer.
If you married a German, you couldn't continue with this work.
I know.
And if you decide against marrying him, you'd be better off transferred somewhere else. I could have you sent to Rome. They could use you there.
Rome? Harry, when I started this, I didn't intend it to go on forever.
I once thought that, too.
A person can do just so much with her life, don't you think? Just so much, and then she has to start living it for herself. I know Hans and I could have a good marriage. And I could stop worrying about what might happen to me tomorrow.
A life with a pattern, eh?
Is there anything wrong with that?
No.
Harry, what shall I do?
I don't know what to tell you. Of course I know. Get out of this while you can. Why should any normal woman want to run such a risk? I'm too old to get out. I've been in the service too long. But you haven't. Forget it. This is no kind of career for you anyway. There's my advice to you. And I'm talking against my own interest. You'll be hard to replace.
Oh, thank you for that.
That all?
That's all. Thank you again. I'll decide within a week.
Good enough. Yes, that's my advice to you. If you want my guess, I'll bet you won't take it. Not because you don't want to, mind you, but because this business has a way of not letting.
Come along, Natalie, hurry up. What takes you so long?
What's the good of having a Sunday off if you spend all your time in the kitchen?
Oh, it may start to rain before you're ready.
What are you up to in there?
You want to go on a picnic without sandwiches?
Well, I don't care if we don't eat for a week.
Oh, now that's an impractical remark for a practical man. Oh, darling.
Have you decided yet, darling? You know I love you, don't you?
Yes. I'd better put those sandwiches in the picnic box or we'll never get out.
Wait. We've got to talk about this.
Oh, no, not
Natalie, I've known you now, how long? 3 months?
And 3 days. 3 months and 3 days.
Well, maybe it isn't long enough. Perhaps you feel you need more time to know me.
Oh, no, it isn't that.
But I know how I feel. I love you. I want to marry you. We could be happy, Natalie. It would be a good life. I don't know what else to say.
Life with a pattern.
That's right, darling. It's the best kind of life, isn't it? I've said something? You look worried. Is that funny?
No. Just reminded me of someone else. On Friday, he said the same thing. You look worried.
Natalie, be honest with me. Is that why you won't marry me? Because of someone else?
Hans, you know there isn't anyone else.
Are you sure?
Well, how can you even think such a thing?
Because of Friday.
Friday.
Well, I have always noticed you are busy whenever I ask you to go somewhere on Friday.
Well, you know, I have the appointment at my hairdresser's then.
All right. Well, are you going to finish packing the picnic basket, or will I have to?
Oh, I'll do it, darling, I'll do it. And Hans,
Mm-hmm.
after next Friday, I'll change my hairdresser. That's a promise. Coffee, please. Thank you.
Stop him! Vale?
What do you want me to say?
Anything. Anything to explain. You haven't said one word since you left the cafe. I think I'm entitled to an explanation.
Please, Hans.
No, that won't help. And more than that fairy story about the hairdresser will help. That's why I followed you. I didn't believe it. I thought you were meeting another man.
Well, you know that isn't true.
But it's true, Natalie. Was that man from the secret police?
Why do you ask that?
Because you were so obviously afraid of him. Why, Natalie? You're an English citizen, aren't you?
Oh, Hans, please stop this.
He would have arrested you, wouldn't he? If we hadn't gone round the back way. Natalie, are you working for the British intelligence? Are you?
I understand how you feel, Hans. This is your country. I do understand. I don't know how to explain it to you. Well, Hans, you asked me if there was another man. But there was. My husband. He was with the British intelligence. He was killed 5 years ago. I was alone. Terribly alone. Suddenly my life was empty. It had no purpose. One day, a friend of my husband's came to me and asked me if I would do the same kind of work that my husband had done. I accepted. I found myself with a career. Well, it gave my life a purpose, a direction. It's been 4 years now. But after today it's over. I meant it to be over. Now it's too late.
No, it's not. Natalie, will you marry me?
Oh, Hans.
I don't want to go on living in this Germany we have today. I want to get out. Let's get out together.
Oh, yes, yes.
I can ask my office for a transfer to London. If they won't give it to me, well, we'll go anyway. We'll find something to do.
Oh, we'll have to be quick. If they catch Freilich, they may come after me.
I can be ready to leave in 2 or 3 days. Would it be safe for you to stay that long?
Only if Freilich got away. I'll have to find out.
He's all right, Natalie. Freilich wasn't caught. When you didn't meet me in the train compartment, I got out and checked. Once I found out about Freilich, I knew that you'd make contact with me here.
Harry, I'm through. I came here for 3 reasons. To give you the envelope, to find out about Freilich, and to tell you.
You're going to marry the man, eh?
Yes.
Good, I'm glad.
Oh, thank you.
I really didn't think you'd make it. Do you know that Freilich's married?
Yes.
He combines marriage with this, but I really don't recommend that. You're being very wise.
Oh, I think so. Well, goodbye, Harry.
Do you need anything? You said he didn't have any money.
Well, I'm going to sell my furniture. I'll use the money for tickets and expenses. We're going to London.
You better be careful for a while. Let somebody else get the tickets.
All right. I'll give Hans the money.
Fine. And in case anything should come up before you leave, I'll be here every night from, say, 8 to 10 o'clock, just in case.
Nothing can happen now, Harry. Nothing at all.
I hope not, Natalie. For your sake, I hope not.
Who is it?
Hans.
Hello, darling.
Hello, darling. Well, I never thought today would arrive. Well, I'm ready.
I'm almost ready.
You know, it's also been a source of great interest to me, darling, to know how a woman can manage to pack all her things in one suitcase. How do you do it?
Well, in my business, one learns to accumulate very few personal possessions. Oh, it's strange. Once I hated the thought of leaving here. Now I can't wait.
Well, it's only 8 o'clock. We have 3 hours to train time.
You're not sorry, are you, darling?
No.
Even about giving up your job?
Well, you gave up yours, didn't you? Besides, I had to, no choice. They wouldn't transfer me, so I had to resign. Don't worry. They'll manage.
Oh, I'm not worried now, darling. Not at all. Yes?
Please, open the door. Please,
Who is it?
Mrs. Freilich. Please. Miss McClare?
Yes.
I'm the wife of Karl Freilich. You know?
Some water? What happened? What is it? What happened? Tell me.
My husband. They arrested him.
Oh, no.
It happened a little while ago. We were eating dinner. They knocked at the door, and
You shouldn't have come here to me.
I had to. My husband told me if anything happens, I should come to you, to tell you to warn the others. That's why I came. I had to do it.
But suppose they followed you here.
No, I was not followed. I made certain. Go. I told him he should not do that work. It takes everything. It leaves nothing.
Oh, I know just how you feel.
No.
I have to. I can't leave without warning Harry.
Please, Natalie, it may be dangerous.
He's got to know. I can't do anything else.
Well, then I go with you.
No, I'll be all right.
No.
You stay here with Mrs. Freilich. Take care of her. I'll be back in less than an hour.
Freilich. I wish I could help him, Natalie. But when somebody is picked up by the Gestapo, there's nothing we can do. We jeopardize our entire system if we tried to interfere.
But Mrs.
I suppose you know that you will be next on the list. That's right. Now that they've got the man who gathers the information, they'll be after the middleman, the one who gets it to me. You've got to leave Germany right away.
Well, our train leaves in a little while.
No train, not now. It's too dangerous. We can't do anything once an arrest is made, but we can try to prevent one. I'll get you to the Swiss border by car. It'll be safer. Come on.
Well, that's strange. Hans? 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 have you got there?
He's taking Mrs. Frelick home. He says he'll try to be back in half an hour.
And I was so worried.
You have cause to be. He's a fool.
Oh, Harry!
Don't you realize they may be watching Frelick's house, waiting for her to come back, waiting to pick someone up? Your Hans may be a fine German gentleman escorting a lady home, but he may be walking into trouble. I'll try to head him off.
Well, let me go with you.
That would be foolish. I'll be back as soon as I can.
But Harry... Harry!
Sit down, Natalie.
Harry, what is it?
They were watching Frelick's house, waiting for the middleman, you. They took Hans.
But that's ridiculous. But they'll have to let him go. They have no reason to hold him. He hasn't done anything.
I know. They're not going to believe him, Natalie.
But they have to.
Why did he suddenly ask for a transfer to England? Why did he, when the thing was refused, why did he keep on? Why, did he turn around and when he had railroad tickets?
We were going to leave in less than an hour.
Where did he meet Mrs. Frelick? If he knew anything at all about espionage, why didn't he let her know? Shall I go on?
Oh, Harry, we've got to do something.
There's nothing we can do.
I don't believe that.
Nothing. There's nothing, absolutely nothing. Do you suppose that I wouldn't have done something about Frelick if I had known?
But Hans...
You'll do nothing by walking into the Gestapo. You've got to forget about
How
Hans.
can you say that?
Because there's no other way. You must think about yourself now. You've got to get out of the country at once.
That's what I was going to do in less than an hour.
Stop it, Natalie.
What's the point? I was going to go to London with her. Without him, nothing matters.
Can't stay in Germany, is that clear? If you don't want to go to London, all right, go anywhere.
Anywhere.
Why don't you go to Rome?
Rome?
They can use you there, remember? Natalie, it'll be better. It'll be better than sitting by yourself in some quiet room, thinking about it.
All right, Harry. When can I leave for Rome?
Appointment with Adventure has been brought to you from New York by Revlon, the greatest name in cosmetics.